But just to follow up on that more bluntly, what is NATO if the United States takes such a reduced role? Is it not just going to become a bit of a talking hub? I obviously, having worked in the UN, in principle believe in what it stands for, but I'm still very critical of it right now because it is not following through on what it says. I mean, that's partially the way that it's constructed. But like, what does NATO become? Just another talking forum?
I don't think so.
We've but we've seen the actions with the French leading with testing exercises in Romania late last year. It was nothing without the Americans' provision of logistics, and there are a lot of basically shortcomings that NATO has unless we build our own capacity in Europe or the NATO or the
But
Americans
no, that's the
don't.
answer. That's this is what every American president has been pleading with our European allies to do, to build your own capabilities. And so this is all about political will. Look, the Germans have finally got it. They have finally figured out that they have to spend more. They have to do it. And now there's no protest in the streets. I mean, Germans get it. Their Bundeswehr is going to get bigger. They're spending zillions of euro on growing the size of all their armed forces, modernizing another 80,000 troops. I mean, that's there's no protests out there. They have finally figured it out. Other countries are going to have to do the same. Poland, they're not confused. Romania is not confused. Um, but the things that the U.S. has always provided are logistics, intelligence, aerial refueling, these kind of things. Other countries are going to have to step up. But let's just say, for the sense of argument, for the sake of argument, the U.S. says, "Sorry, we're out." That's not going to happen, by the way. But let's just say they did, or we're completely committed over here somewhere else, so we don't have anything left for you. And by the way, there's only like 80,000 Americans total military in Europe. That would not come close to filling up Wembley Stadium. So it's not so much that's there. Um, Europe can provide, if they got serious about it, almost everything except, thousands of nuclear weapons. All the other stuff, it's a matter of priority and political will. And I'm a little weary of listening to Europeans say, "Oh, we can't afford it. It'll take too long." Well, get on with it. I live here in Germany. I've seen no decrease in the number of people that go on ski holidays, or go to Saint Tropez, or go to Zult, or all the other places. The number of Mercedes and Audis and BMWs here in Frankfurt has not decreased. There is plenty of money. There's just not enough political will.